Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today I'd like to show you 7 easy, tasty, healthy breakfast recipes for each day of the week. So let's start. So the first recipe is wheat rava pongal. Wheat rava refers to this broken wheat, also known as lapsi. Sometimes you get in a slightly bigger size too, you can use that also. So I have taken 1 cup of this broken wheat. For that I am taking 1/3 cup of moong dal, the yellow moong dal. We will wash them both together and bring it back. In a pressure cooker I am adding 1 tablespoon ghee and also 1 tablespoon of oil. Here I have some cashew nuts, grated ginger and curry leaves. First we will fry all these. Also add a teaspoon of whole black pepper and a teaspoon of jeera or cumin seeds. A little bit of hing powder, that is asafoetida. Roast all the ingredients well in this oil ghee mix. Next I am adding in the washed wheat rava and moong dal and lightly stir this also in the oil. We have taken 1 cup of wheat rava, so for that I am going to add 4 cups of water because we need water for the moong dal also. Next add some salt to taste. Let it all come to a boil. When it starts coming to a boil, we will just cover this and cook it for 1 whistle and switch it off. While we are waiting for the pongal to cook, let's make a quick side dish for this. We will make a chutney using our premix. So I am taking about 3 teaspoons of this chutney premix. Add some water little by little to it and mix it till you get your desired consistency. You can keep it thick or thin as you like. The recipe for this instant chutney premix I have already uploaded. I'll give it to you in the iCard. You can have a look. See, our instant chutney is ready in less than a minute. Now let's open it and see. Wow, lovely wheat rava pongal, perfectly done. See. Now to serve, I have just greased a cup so that it looks good while serving. Just invert it like this. So our tasty wheat rava or broken wheat pongal, a healthy breakfast is ready. Now we can also serve it out with this instant chutney. Before serving, just add a drop of ghee on top. Now for day 2 breakfast recipe, we are going to make lemon sevai. For this, we are using this rice vermicelli for making this sevai. This is available as a packet like this, rice sevai. I am just showing the packet for convenience. It is not a sponsored video, but for better understanding. For 1 cup of this rice sevai, you can take about 4 cups of water. Add a drop of oil and allow this water to come to a boil. When the water starts boiling, add in this rice sevai or rice vermicelli to it and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes. See, it has cooked well. Don't make it too soft. This is enough. Switch it off. Then drain it out. Also pour some cold water over this. Just leave it to cool for 2 to 3 minutes. Next, heat a tablespoon of oil in a pan. Add some mustard seeds, urad dal, chana dal, next here I have some grated ginger, 1 green chili chopped, a few cashew nuts and curry leaves. Fry them also in the oil. Add a pinch of turmeric powder to this. Also some salt. The water is completely drained. Add this rice vermicelli to it. And with a gentle hand, mix everything well together. Do it over a very low flame. Lightly mix it well and switch it off. Next, here I have the juice of 1 lemon and adding it. Mix everything well together once again. See, it should be separate and fluffy like this, not sticking together. Now we are ready to serve it out. See, our lovely lemon sevai or lemon vermicelli is ready. Now this can be eaten as such. We don't need any side dish. If you want, you can add some coconut chutney. But today I have some of this mixture. So I am just going to serve it. You can either have it separately like this, or even if you like, you can sprinkle a little bit on top. This is entirely optional. So our day 2 healthy breakfast recipe, lemon sevai, is ready. Next, day 3 of our breakfast recipes, we are going to make a healthy curd sandwich. For the sandwich, you need some bread slices and you need curd which is hung or really thick curd. So if you buy from the shop, you can get ready-made thick curd, but homemade curd, you can just put it in a cloth or sieve like this and drain out all the liquid. Also, I have a little bit of cabbage, capsicum, carrot, 1 green chili and a few coriander leaves to add to this. So first we'll chop all these finely. I'll put them into my food processor. See, our vegetables are all finely chopped. I have not added any onions to this. If you like, you can add. The choice of vegetables is totally optional. Whatever you like to include, you can add. I am just adding a pinch of salt to this. Mix it well. Now we'll take out this curd. See, all the liquid has drained out here, and this thick curd, mix it with this. This step is very important because if there is any water in the curd, then your sandwiches will become soggy. So just use only the thick curd and then it's fine. Make the sandwich. Here I have a slice of sandwich bread. Take a portion of this vegetable and curd mix. Cover it with another slice. I'm going to use ghee for my sandwiches, so I'm just adding half a teaspoon of ghee and we'll place this on the tawa. Similarly, I'll keep another sandwich also ready. Now just add a little bit of ghee all around this and allow it to toast well. When it is done on one side, carefully flip it over and cook it on the other side too. And a little bit of ghee for this side also. When it is well done on both the sides, we can remove it. Now to serve, you can just cut it like this. Our tasty, healthy curd sandwiches are ready. You can just serve it with some tomato ketchup. See, lovely, tasty sandwiches. And if you are packing these sandwiches for your school tiffin or office lunch box, or you want to carry it with you to eat on the go, a simple way to pack it would be to use this Audi Unwraps paper foil. It just comes in a sheet like this. You can tear out how much ever is required. It is a very healthy way to wrap your food because it is eco-friendly and grease-proof too. Here I have taken out a sheet of this Audi Unwraps in which we can easily pack our sandwiches the way we want. See, you can pack them as individual sandwiches like this so that it is easy to carry, put it in a bag or box, whatever you have, and it does not become wet also. So a very ideal way for wrapping your food. So please try out this easy, tasty, healthy recipe of veg curd sandwich. Next, our day 4 breakfast recipe. We are going to make wheat flour uttappams or instant uttappam. Here I have 1 cup of whole wheat flour or atta. Take that in a bowl. To that I am adding 1 tablespoon of rice flour. Add some salt. Mix all the dry ingredients well together. Now add water a little at a time and mix it all together into a batter. I have added 1 cup. Now I am adding some more. First I added 1 cup and later some more, about another half cup. So totally about 1.5 cups of water we have used. Here I have finely chopped onions, tomatoes, 1 green chili and a few coriander leaves. We'll add this to the batter. Mix all this well together. Heat a tawa very well. Should be sizzling hot like this. Reduce the flame to medium. Then add this batter and spread it out into an uttappam. Take some oil and pour it all around. After a few minutes, gently lift it out from here and then you can flip it over. Again another half teaspoon of oil all around. Just after a minute or two, when it is done on the other side also, carefully lift it out like this. Likewise, make another uttappam also. It's done on one side, flip this over. And pour just half a teaspoon of oil all around. We can also make a side dish to go with this atta uttappam or instant uttappam. Here I have some fresh grated coconut, about half a cup I've taken, a small piece ginger, 1 green chilli, and about 2 tablespoons of this roasted gram. So we'll put all this into our blender jar. Add some salt and grind it into a chutney, adding a little bit of water. When this is also done, we can remove it. Just do the tempering for the chutney. I have added a teaspoon of oil. Add some mustard seeds. Urad dal. A few curry leaves. So our day 4 breakfast recipe, a wheat flour uttappam or instant uttappam is ready, and we have also made a chutney to go with it. We can serve it out with some chutney. Today for the demo I made the chutney later, but when you are doing it at home, make the chutney first and then start making the dosa so that you can serve them nice and hot and they will be very tasty. Next, for our day 5 breakfast recipe, a very simple and easy breakfast which can be made in a very short while, that is aval upma or poha upma. For this I have taken this poha, aval or rice flakes as you call it. The thin variety I have taken 1 cup. Now first we will add water and wash it thoroughly. After washing, just drain it in a sieve like this to remove all excess water. No need to soak it because this is the thin variety. Next, heat a tablespoon of oil in a pan. Add some mustard seeds, jeera or cumin seeds. I have some chopped onions and 1 green chilli also chopped. Add a few curry leaves and also a few coriander leaves to this. Lightly fry everything well together. When the onions are translucent, you can add a pinch of turmeric powder to this and also some salt. See, the grains of this rice flakes are separate and fluffy. We only washed it, we did not soak it. Now mix this well, and next we will toss in this washed poha or aval into it. Reduce the flame and give it a good mix. This is some fresh grated coconut. This is optional, but if you add it, it gives a wonderful taste. So try to add if you have. And finally, this is some lemon juice, add per taste. Mix everything well together. Here I have some roasted peanuts. I am adding that also on top. And this tastes best with plenty of coriander leaves. So I am going to add a lot of these freshly chopped coriander leaves to it. Just we'll cover it for about a minute and switch it off. I switched it off now. See, our tasty, steaming hot aval upma is now ready. We can now serve it out. A very, very healthy breakfast suitable for people of all ages. Can add some more roasted groundnuts on top if you like. Here I have some coconut chutney. I have shown you the recipe earlier. For those with a sweet tooth, I am adding some jaggery powder here. Our day 5 breakfast, healthy, tasty aval upma is now ready. Good morning, welcome back. Now we are ready to make our breakfast recipe for day 6. I have planned to make bread upma. See, earlier on, one of the days we used bread and made a dahi sandwich. So some of the bread slices are left over. So we can use that same bread for making bread upma. I have taken about 8 slices of bread. Just cut them into cubes like this. Heat a tablespoon of oil. Next, add some mustard seeds, urad dal, jeera, chana dal, 1 green chilli I have chopped. Add some finely chopped onion. Add some turmeric powder, salt, fry it lightly. I have added some chopped tomatoes also to this. Here I have some frozen green peas. If you have, you can add. This is only optional. It makes it more colorful, that's why I add it. Also a little bit of this Kashmiri chili powder. If you are making for small children, you can avoid the green chilies. I am adding some grated carrot too for added nutrition. Then cook everything till the tomatoes are soft and all the vegetables are done. See, the peas, carrot, tomatoes, all are well cooked. Now we can add in this chopped pieces of bread. Mix everything well together. Mix it well so that all the bread pieces are coated well with the masala. Finally, add in some fresh coriander leaves to this, and it's done. See what a simple and easy way to have an attractive, healthy, tasty breakfast. We are now ready to serve out our steaming hot bread upma. This can be served with some tomato ketchup, or you can eat it just as it is. I remember making this very often for my children's lunch box, and children might like it with a sprinkling of sugar. Not only children, uncle also likes it with sugar on top. So our day 6 simple breakfast recipe, bread upma, is ready. Now finally we'll do our day 7 breakfast recipe. And today it is mainly for children, which all of them love, and that is pasta. But here pasta with a difference. We are going to make home style or desi pasta. Here I have taken 1 cup of pasta. I am using this Bambino pasta, which is readily available in all the stores. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I am just showing the packet so that it will be convenient for you to buy if you want to try out the recipe. Now for 1 cup of pasta, I have taken 4 cups of water and set it to boil. While it's boiling, I'll also add to it a teaspoon of oil and also some salt to taste. The water is hot and beginning to boil. Now I am adding in 1 cup of this pasta. See, after about 6 minutes, you will find that it is well cooked. Don't make it too soft. When it is well cooked like this, it is fine. Now switch it off and drain it out. Now pour some cold water through this so that it doesn't stick together. See, the pasta has been drained well and it is not sticky. You are having separate pieces. Heat a tablespoon of butter in a pan. If you have butter, you use. If you don't have butter, you can use ghee or even with oil or a mix of oil and ghee. See, cooking should always be about flexibility. You try to find a substitute, but see that you enjoy the final product. Okay, the butter has melted. To this I am adding a small piece of grated ginger and I have 2 onions chopped here. We'll fry it till the onions are well browned. When the onions are well fried, I am adding some Kashmiri chili powder, turmeric powder, garam masala. We have already added salt while boiling the pasta, so just a little bit of salt I am adding now. Now mix this also well with this butter and onions. Here I have taken about 4 small tomatoes and made it into a puree in a blender jar. We'll add this tomato puree to this. Allow the masalas to cook well for 2 to 3 minutes. The masalas have been cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes now. They are well cooked. Now I am going to add in this drained pasta into this and give it all a good mix together. The pasta is now completely coated with the masala. We can switch it off and I am just adding a few fresh coriander leaves on top. So your South Indian style steaming hot pasta is ready to be served. You can add some grated cheese on top as you would do for a red sauce pasta or a white sauce pasta. But being a South Indian style pasta, I decided not to add any cheese and left it as such. The taste is really good. You can serve it as a breakfast recipe or even for your tiffin box recipe. Hope you enjoyed watching the 7 different breakfast recipes, one for each day of the week. We have tried to include the modern day recipes as well as some of the traditional recipes. So, and these are all being made in mind that they should be tasty, healthy and also not take too much of time. So, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to Geeta's Kitchen and we'll meet again with another interesting recipe video from Geeta's Kitchen. Thank you.